Singapore's foreign minister says the city-state will continue to engage Israel and the wider Middle East amid calls for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan was speaking after a week-long visit to the region where he met leaders of Israel and the Palestinian Authority, as well as the heads of some Gulf states. Sherlyn Seah with this report.
The 10-day trip saw Foreign Affairs Minister Vivian Balakrishnan and a Singapore delegation travelling to 7 Middle Eastern cities to meet with their leaders. He calls the trip a necessary one to understand the region's perspectives on the Israel-Hamas war.
We will continue to engage all parties, even across the conflict. And we should not underestimate the fact that we've been able to engage everyone. We are not going to change the trajectory of war and peace in the Middle East. But I think we are still able to say what we believe, to do what is helpful, to engage partners who may in fact be on opposite sides.
Keeping ties open with Israel has been key in Singapore's delivery of humanitarian aid to Gaza, and Dr. Balakrishnan notes that such cooperation is necessary to step up aid in the days ahead. Discussions also centered around the need for a governing structure in Gaza in the eventual scenario when the conflict has settled down. Dr. Balakrishnan says this is where the Palestinians would need external support, and Singapore will do its part.
Because we've had a long-term relationship with the Palestinian Authority, particularly focusing on human talent and capacity development, we will continue. We will step up our interactions with the Palestinian Authority to help them or enable them or to facilitate them doing this job of governance and rebuilding in the immediate aftermath.
The minister also emphasised that Singapore cannot take for granted the peace, stability and the focus on economic development in Southeast Asia. And while Singapore will never be insulated or immune to conflicts elsewhere, the country cannot let such situations divide its people.
The first point is for us not to take for granted the harmony that we have in Singapore amongst a very diverse population, multiracial, multilingual, multi-religious. And the need to conduct politics and political discourse in a rational, enlightened, careful, considerate way. The Middle East is an example of what happens when history and religion and politics mix into a very combustible fuel, and too many lives are lost.
For the long term, Dr. Balakrishnan stresses that there cannot be security without peace. Reiterating Singapore's position on a two-state solution, he says the Israelis and Palestinians need direct negotiations to achieve harmony, dignity and safety.